That's Daniel. I'm Josh. We're playing brain games. Here you go, Dan. Take the camera.
Okay. If your new number is 2 digits, add them together.
Alright.
Your number is
I didn't hear the question.
Just use that number.
I'm already sucking at this game as it is.
5. This is your final number. Got it?
No.
Now, take that number and convert it to a letter. 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, and so on. Now, quickly, pick a country that begins with that letter. Now, take the last letter of your country and think of an animal that starts with that letter.
Okay. Penguin.
Using the last letter of the animal you just chose, think of a color that starts with that letter.
Pink.
There's just one problem. You'll never find an orange kangaroo in Denmark. How did we read your mind?
I don't know, but I was way off. Was I supposed to say orange kangaroo?
You'll play a series
I don't know.
of games and experiments to see how you decide. Unbelievable. You'll make some tough decisions. And even be deceived.
This is terrible. I'm sucking at this.
But if you play along, your decision making will improve.
Maybe.
On Brain Games.
Brain game. That remind me to edit this shit out. I'm like, this game? Dude, that is awesome. They have Rubik's Cubes hanging from the ceiling.
How many decisions do you make in a typical day? 50? 100? Studies show it's actually in the thousands. Every click
Hundreds of
a
thousands,
mouse,
actually.
turn of a steering wheel, or phone conversation requires your brain.
Let
to
the
make
masturbator
decisions.
die.
At home, at work, even at the movies, you're constantly deciding. Decisions. We all
Like you actually decide to masturbate or not to watch porn.
get married.
Yeah, unlike some people, I have to actually think about it. I'm like, do I want to fuck with myself?
So,
Do we want to masturbate?
in this episode, you're going to make a series of decisions that seem easy at first, but might turn out to be more difficult than you imagined. In the process, you'll learn how your brain makes decisions, which will help you make better ones.
In the next series, we're playing
To our orange kangaroo.
Mass Effect.
What was going on in your brain
What?
when it decided
The actual Mass
to
Effect?
conjure up this unlikely image?
Decision making.
They showed a picture of Mass Effect.
The reason we were able to read your mind, the orange kangaroo, is because we limited the amount of choices that you had.
As you recall, the original decision of which number to choose was all yours. But did you realize that any number, 1 through 5, multiplied by 9 produces 2 numbers that add back up to 9? And
Yes.
9 minus 5 always equals 4. And 4 led you to D. We guided
No wonder you didn't get the right. No wonder you got penguin.
thought you were choosing. It was still your decision to pick Denmark.
There's no way.
Actually, not that many countries start with the letter D. Here are a few, and Denmark is the most popular. Then, using the last letter of Denmark meant you would probably pick kangaroo,
Koala.
the most popular animal beginning with K. And the O at the end of kangaroo led you to orange, the most common color beginning with
What the
E.
fuck does the olive look like?
Orange kangaroo from
I think it was
Denmark.
like a green.
Olive? Olive looks like I think it's green.
We're gonna give you a
Green?
chance to make
Like a green
decision that
color.
doesn't limit your options. It's
The color
entirely your
is like a
choice, just like the
green
thousands
shade?
of decisions
Yeah.
you make every day. Let's start with something delicious.
Ice cream.
Corn.
Imagine you can choose between 2 ice cream parlors. One only offers 3 flavors: chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry. The other has many. Which one would you walk into? You probably said the one with more options. Okay, let's do that. Now, decide which flavor you want. You can choose between cookie dough, mint chocolate chip, caramel swirl, cookies and cream, chocolate chip, rocky road, butter pecan, pistachio, vanilla fudge ripple, birthday cake, rum raisin, and coffee.
Two chocolate chip twice.
Okay.
Mint chocolate chip.
Now,
I'll take cookies and cream.
are you happy with the
And
choice you made?
if you had sherbet.
Or is it proving difficult? Guess what? Your brain would have been happier with just 3 options. And the reason has to do with the
What the fuck does rum raisin taste like? Rum?
Two distinct
Give me some actual rum.
systems.
The thing is, I don't know why would you make pistachio ice cream?
Here to help
systems to make decisions. System 1 is automatic and unconscious.
It's what caused you to leap to a rapid conclusion in the Orange Kangaroo game.
System 2 is more deliberate and controlled. System 2 is probably what you associate with decision making.
And it's what you used in this test. Did you find it easy to make the first decision? To walk into the store with more ice cream flavors, but then have difficulty with the second, choosing between so many options?
No, I'll take cookies and cream. Fuck it.
Because you think more choices makes you happier. That's where you're wrong. More choices.
I was happy we just won.
Regret.
Chocolate chip.
Avoid pain just as much as we seek pleasure.
So when more and more options are piled onto a decision, like flavors of ice cream or thousands of television programs, your brain isn't just trying to figure out what you want. It's also trying to escape the feeling that you're missing out on something better. So you don't want to pick cookies and cream and regret not getting rum raisin, Rocky Road, or any of the others.
Psychologists call this the paradox of choice.
Paradox of
It causes
choice.
you to freeze up.
So basically, this is why I'm a one-woman man.
I have no paradox of choice. I just have one thing.
Try this
Yeah.
test.
What does that make
Check
me?
this out. Check out
All
the
you have
test.
to do is look at these winners.
Look at
Pick
this.
which one you think is more attractive and remember your choice.
Okay, I got one.
Now, stare at this movie popcorn for 3 seconds while we give your brain a chance to process your decision. Now, we guessed that only 30% of you picked this thing. 70% of you chose the one on the left.
Really? I didn't.
For those of you who
30%
you describe exactly
pick this
why.
one.
Is it her
The rest
eyes?
of you pick this one.
Smile?
Those
Now,
are eyes.
whatever reasons you're coming up with, your brain is lying to you.
It was actually there. I say here.
Because none of you chose this woman. In fact, she wasn't even an option. But your brain just convinced you she was. Here are the original.
Shit! I'm fucked.
For this, if you did, your brain found reasons to justify a decision you didn't actually make. Curious why you were fooled?
My only decision was like she wasn't blonde and white.
She wasn't even there.
Specialist
My decision was because she wasn't white and
set up a
blonde.
test of decision making. He's playing with people on the street in the city of sin, Las Vegas.
Back to the same magician guy.
Two women,
Did they
then ask him to
contract
choose
this guy?
which one is more attractive, and then explain why.
So Justin, this is a simple game about your decisions. I'm going to show you 2 photos, and I want you to point to the girl that you think is hottest.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
This one over here. Okay. Now, I want you to describe a couple of features you think are most interesting about her.
Did you catch it? Apollo just swapped the girl he picked.
He swapped the
with
cards.
girl he picked. Think you'll notice?
Eyes. Eyes.
No, you did it. Wow.
Pink lipstick. Yeah, the brightness of the eyes is pretty thin.
He hasn't noticed that Apollo switched the cards, but did you catch how Apollo did it? Apollo has 2 sets of cards. Each card has the opposite card behind it. When Apollo sets them down, the first set disappears into the table.
Because it's black.
Volunteer sees the card he didn't pick.
What if I told you you just lied to yourself?
you look like you hit him with a 2x4.
Actually, originally you chose this girl, but I switched the cards on you, and somehow you convinced yourself that you chose the wrong. Kind of spooky, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely is. I don't like blonde women, and I've sat here and described them.
I don't laugh blind, girl.
Net that looked nothing alike.
I'm laughing.
And we were just as surprised as you.
Wow.
This guy didn't fall for it.
That wasn't the one I picked. That was the other one.
Incredibly, over 75% of the guys didn't
Wow.
notice a thing. This guy picked the brunette and is talking up the blonde.
What is it that you think was hot?
The lips, the high cheekbones, and hair color, the blonde.
This guy chose the blonde and is describing the brunette.
Some of her eyes.
Her eyes?
This
What
guy
the
picked
fuck?
the brunette, but he's describing the blonde.
Short hair. And initially you didn't
That's weird.
Initially you chose this girl.
Really?
Did you know that?
So basically, if I show you a Sprite bottle and you say you want a Coke,
There are actually 2 other cards.
and I reach in there and I grab you a Pepsi,
Are
are you gonna really be that shocked that they're different?
Yes.
Experience
I want a fucking Coke.
is called choice blindness.
You fucking.
Choice, no, but look, choice
In
blindness.
our ice cream test,
You be charging me for that Pepsi?
System to make it
I'm gonna give you Monopoly money.
choice blindness exploits
Alright.
your automatics.
That's the same thing.
Choice blindness is the idea that you are blind or largely unaware of the reasons for your actions. So if someone asks you, why did you do that? Your brain will just make something up.
It would be as if you ordered something in a restaurant and then didn't notice that the waiter brought you something completely different and convinced yourself you wanted it anyway. That's pretty incredible. Your brain is
No, because whenever I work at a restaurant.
It needs to justify its
Oh,
decision.
not really.
There's a good reason.
It's
why.
mostly if you screw up the order, you get an earful.
Your brain evolved to make snap decisions. When a tiger jumps out of the bush, you don't have time to think about it. Your brain just tells your legs to run, and you're off and running before you even know what you're running from.
Think about it. You're
According to the last,
burning building.
according to the 3 shows earlier to this one about fear,
Stop and think.
I die because I don't run.
So now that you've
I just stand there and go,
decision-making,
there's a guy in a costume.
automatic, your reasoning system,
Oh God!
In my instinct,
Method acting.
decision.
in my instincts to throw punches.
Find out.
Oh shit!
Pay attention.
Oh my
Say
god! Are you
if
okay?
you jam your fist down the throat of a tiger, it throws up.
Ready?
In the show.
Mary's mother has 4 children.
Mary's mother.
April, May, June, and
Mary.
you named the 4th daughter?
Married.
You said July. You're like 80% of the people we tested. All got it wrong. And the reason why? Amazing.
Mary's
Because
mother.
her name's Mary. Mary's mother has 4 children.
June, July, April, and yeah.
Were they looking backwards? Why? We could have been. Yeah, they said July at the end. I am way off. Play this game, Stone. I'm not, but I want to see someone try it.
They'll be shitting bricks.
God, dude, I am fucking weird right now. Dear Lord.
Our microphone blades are thinner than a
Kill it?
surgeon's scalpel
Yeah,
or
kill
a
it.
jetless shave.